Hi all, it's me Ryan here, and today we'll be taking a look at this. Right here is my new daily driver laptop, which is called the DELL Inspiron 7591 laptop. It is a 15-inch laptop that is quite decent, I'll say. So will this laptop be good enough for like normal school use and video editing use also, which is what I mainly use it for? So yes, take a look. For the price of this laptop is 2.1k, which you can get it off Dell's website. However, if you say you're a student, you can write in an email to them and you can get some special prices that is below 2.1k. It's actually quite good, that's why I bought this laptop. So if you're a student, this might be a decent laptop for you.
So let's kick it off right here with its specifications. What you do get is, in the stock form, is a GTX 1050 3GB for a discrete GPU, i7 9750H 6-core 12-thread CPU, 8 gigs of 26666 MHz RAM, 256GB NVMe drive, and a 56 Wh battery with a 1080p non-touch IPS display with dial cinema colors, and a full-size keyboard, which is quite great. It weighs in at 1.87 kg, which I find is quite unexpected for this 15.6-inch laptop. Its I/O is no letdown here, with 3 USB 3.1 ports, micro SD card slot, headphone jack, HDMI 2.0 port, and a Thunderbolt 3 Type-C port, which can be used to power an external display or connect up to an external GPU. From here, you can see that there's no letdown in terms of ports, as you won't need to bring around a dongle, as there's a lot of ports already, which doesn't really need you to use a dongle, which is a great plus. Now, a Windows laptop specific feature is upgradability. Now you can change the RAM and storage without voiding the warranty, as long as you don't damage the laptop in doing so. What's even better is it includes a spare 2.5-inch drive bay, which allows you to put a SSD or hard drive into this laptop, or with the additional M.2 drive slot, which is MVME. As a side note, a way to tell a SATA drive apart from an NVMe drive is via the prongs at the front with the gold contact pins. I will show you all with the diagram over here. Though, one thing for sure that this laptop tends to overheat under heavy use. The way to sort of solve the issue, but the issue still remains, is that it will still be at 95 degrees, but you can get better performance. You can do so by undervolting the laptop CPU via Intel's Extreme Tuner 2 with my stable profile that you can download in the link in the description. However, this is only for the i7 model, not the i5 variant. This method though causes some weird issues where when the laptop falls asleep, it ends up restarting and then causing it to reboot in your bag and somehow leaves the laptop on, which overheats it and drains the battery.
For the performance of this laptop, after undervolting the CPU in this laptop to get a bit better performance in Cinebench, its performance for the CPU wise is almost equivalent to an i7 7700K, which is quite insane for this type of small chassis. So with that, I shall show you all the performance benchmarks now. We'll be using Unigine Heaven, a whole bunch of normal benchmarking apps, so here they are. Do note that I'll show the results of undervolting the CPU first for Cinebench. Then after that, for gaming wise, I'll also show how undervolting can affect the gaming performance. Generally, you get slightly better performance via undervolting due to the fact that the CPU isn't burning itself all the time.
The build quality on this laptop is decent, with a mostly plastic construction with minimum keyboard flags when you're typing on it, which is quite decent for this weight and material choices chosen. Now for issues with the laptop that I hope Dell can resolve. Do give this laptop sufficient cooling, either by sacrificing a bit on its weight, as the top part of the laptop gets all the way up to 50 degrees under intense load. The keyboard backlight is also really bad when used with subpar lighting, as you can't see the letters, as the keyboard backlight just illuminates the keys to make them white, so you can't see them with subpar lighting. It's only effective under complete darkness. And last of all, can there be an addition of Windows Face Hello? This would be quite great, as it is faster than signing in with a fingerprint sensor, and the fingerprint sensor can be used at night. However, Windows Face Hello will be faster when there's light. So now, let's move on to the good points. I really do love the sufficient travel on the keyboard of this laptop, and the full number pad, which has a calculator shortcut built in. The display is quite sharp and bright with anti-glare coatings. Upgradability is really easy on this laptop, and the lightness of it still surprises me considering its size. The battery is decent, with around 8 hours if you are doing Microsoft Word and not really gaming or editing on it. Around 3 hours if you are editing.
For people, I see there's two markets out there that will be using this type of laptops. One of them are those that are professional users or school students that use it for video editing and maybe the occasional gaming, as this laptop has the amount of performance to support some light games as long as it's not max settings and quite decent video editing with its extremely powerful CPU. So for the second type of users, I would say it's mostly those type of people who are using it for office work, like doing Excel, PowerPoint, Word. Those users, I would recommend them the i5 variant of this laptop, not the i7 one, as the i7 one generally uses a bit more power than the i5 processor, and you're gonna really get decent enough performance with the i5 one for those type of tasks. With the advantage of the i5 processor instead is that you're gonna get better battery life and thermals also, as you're not putting a very powerful chip in there. Okay, for those users that are switching from an Apple laptop to a Windows laptop, which is something like this, okay, you'll find that you'll miss out on, well, two features that you would wish was on here. Let's say you have the MacBook Pro 13-inch, the speakers on it is a lot better than compared to this laptop. So this one here is like some bass and on the loudness and isn't really that good, but still acceptable. The another thing is, let's say for the MacBook Pro users, you'll miss the huge ass trackpad on that laptop. The huge ass trackpad was an additional feature which I liked a lot on the MacBook Pros, but generally I'm fine with the trackpad on this laptop. It's also decent enough. You'll just get used to it. One thing you will not forget about is the performance. The performance on this laptop is a lot better than Apple's 13-inch variant laptops. Unless you go for the 15-inch variant, by then you're already spending well over 3K, and then it's really not that worth it in terms of its performance-wise compared to this. So overall, I've been using this laptop for about 3 weeks already at this point, and it's quite good, I'll say. I'm very impressed with its performance, and well, let's say battery life is better than I expected. The weight of this laptop actually blew me away when I first used it, as I thought it's going to be much heavier. Like, people in my class are using aftershock laptops, and I lifted those up before, they were quite hefty. Compared to this one, it's around like the weight of a 15-inch MacBook Pro, just a bit heavier than that. I really do love the easy way to sign into this laptop using your fingerprint sensor, as I don't have to key in the pin all the time. I just put my finger on the power button and then it locks me in, which is really nice. However, at first I thought the trackpad was a bit rough for my liking, just when I first got the laptop brand new, but after a while of getting used to it and like putting my grease on it, you know, like how your hand does like something like that. Well, basically, over time I got used to it and it feels quite decent nowadays. So maybe it just needs some running in or something like that. Okay, I do like the overall like size and dimension of this laptop, as it allows me to bring it everywhere in a haversack, and then just do work on the bus, plane, anywhere basically whenever I go. Just the only limiting factors is battery life if let's say I'm doing editing. So with that, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below. If you don't, feel free to hit the dislike button too. And with that,